Hello and welcome to the Precure News on Galore channel. On this fine day, we hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of Wonderful Precure. Again, it was the 1000th episode. We got treated to a huge delight. Not just the Hirogaru Sky Precures stopped by, but also our friends from Hirogaru Precure also stopped by. Anyhow, let's go ahead and talk about the episode, like we always do on every recap Sunday. So, just waking up, then it's time to head off to the zoo. Then that's where the theme song kicks in. After that, we see our folks arrive at the zoo, but everyone stops by. Later on, we hear some of their conversations. Yes, some sort of, say, like a mini combination. All their voice actors are still back, so don't worry. Their voice actors did not get recast, so if you think they're going to get recast, don't worry. You still have the original voices, which is what's really good about this. But anyway, let's continue talking about the episode because there's a lot to unpack as we close this chapter of this episode. Anyway, last time I spoke about them. Then they continued singing the animal, and it turns out his favorite animal turns out to be none other than an elephant. Then on to the second half of the episode. We see our cures transform, but it's the version where will lead to transformation. Then it was time to say goodnight to the Garu. After that's all said and done, the elephant is safe, and that does close the chapter. Somewhere around those lines, we got to see a cameo of the Hirogaru Sky. But as for not only does she appear in this episode in particular, but she also appeared as a teenager. So we got two forms of her and her appearance on this week's episode of Wonderful Precure. With that, we say huge congratulations to, I believe, to our Hirogaru Sky Precures VAs, like Kurisaki, and Moraz, Eric Hoga, and Nanasi, and welcome to Wonderful Precure, as well as our maho Precure. Except they didn't even speak, so mainly the Hirogaru Sky Precures spoke. Overall, I think this 1000th episode is surely one to remember here, as they say here. But overall, this was a great episode. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, this was a great episode. I look forward to the pleasure of seeing more of our stories next time. Meanwhile, it's time to say our keep it in tradition. Thank you so much to the whole cast and crew for such an excellent job with this week's episode. And thank you so much to the Hirogaru Sky Precures and for stopping by this week's Wonderful Precure episode. We look forward to seeing you all again in the movie, which I will recap for you guys after I watch the movie. Hopefully it will be sooner, but probably within the 4-month wait. But I guess we'll have to see what happens next. Anyhow, thanks for joining us on this recap video. If you like what to stop us, make sure to subscribe to our channel as always. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss live from our video. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a nice day.